This one's gonna be a bloodbath. Which sports teams are the oldest in North America? That's a difficult question to answer, and I'm telling you, if more than 35 people watch this video, the comment section is going to be a shit show. So, to really understand which sports teams, professional sports teams, are the oldest, we're going to have to look at the first games that were played in North America. It might come as a surprise that one of the first organized sports in North America was actually soccer, in Waukesha, Wisconsin on October 1st, 1866, followed very closely by baseball and another very important sport that is highly popular today that will be revealed shortly. This game was played by the Oneida Football Club and would be pretty much unrecognizable to a modern viewer. I barely understand soccer as an uncultured Canadian. I prefer my skatey punchy anyway. None of these older clubs still exist today, but the oldest soccer club still in existence in North America is the Campania Real del Monte y Pachua. I butchered the hell out of that, which was founded by Cornish immigrants in 1901. It was one of the founding members of the Mexican Primera Division. The oldest professional hockey franchise in North America, and, well, the world, is my favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens. They started in 1909, well before the establishment of the NHL. In fact, they have had such a successful run, that just a historic run, that their rabid franchise will support them through anything, including the recent years. God help us. Now, what makes this team so interesting also isn't just the fact that they started before the league, that they started before, well, most professional franchises. It's also to deal with the fact that they have a metric butt ton of rivalries. I mean, a lot. Their two biggest ones are with the Boston Bruins coming into existence in 1924, and the Toronto Maple Leafs, who came into existence in 1917 with the NHL. You know, I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be looking at Canada. Those were the two that can be quantified and have absolute dates. It becomes more controversial now. There are two teams that claim to be the oldest, one of them a founding member of the National League of the MLB. Those founding members include the Chicago White Stockings, the Philadelphia Athletics, the Boston Red Stockings, the Hartford Dark Blues, the New York Mutuals, St. Louis Brown Stockings, the Cincinnati Reds, and finally the Louisville Grays. Can any of you baseball fans tell me which of these teams are still active? That's right, it's the Boston Red Stockings. Not the Red Sox. These Stockings became the Boston Braves, then the Milwaukee Braves, and finally the Atlanta Braves. Officially unofficial, their history goes back to 1876, and they have been a rather ineffectual team. The plight of the small market, am I right? In 144 years of existence, the Braves have won the World Series 3 times, and the NL pennant 16 times. If we exclude the World Series, as it was only introduced in 1903, let's take every year after 1903 and see what the Braves' winning percentage is for winning it all. 2.6%. The Braves are generally seen as a relatively successful team, and have a crazy amount of World Series appearances at 9, putting their success rate in the World Series at 27.3%, which truthfully isn't bad. Still though, better than some teams in the MLB.
You can only flirt with fire for so long.
The oldest team in the NFL does not need any introduction for casual and die-hard fans alike. The Green Bay Packers began play before the NFL was established in 1921. The Packers have a long history stretching all the way back to 1919, and they have a very successful franchise. The Pack plays in the NFC North and have been relatively dominant for a lot of their existence. They are extremely unique as they're the only publicly owned franchise. I would also very much like to point out that as of 2018, the population of Green Bay, Wisconsin is 104,000. The capacity for Lambeau Field is 81,441. That means that 77% of the population of the city can fit into the seats to watch Aaron Rodgers get absolutely destroyed by Tom Brady. That's all the major sports, I think. Hold up. I said before that there was another team that claimed to be the oldest. But we've hit everything besides basketball. History of basketball, too complicated, another video. So, who could be left? The other team that claims to be the oldest is also a football team. They exist in the Great White North. There they play in the CFL, home to the oldest professional franchise in North America. They were established on October 4th, 1873, and that team is the Toronto Argonauts. Funnily enough, they won their first championship the same year as the Braves. The team was owned by the Argonaut Rowing Club for its first 83 years, and is now owned by Maple Leaf Sports and Entertainment. The Argos have the best winning percentage for their championship game at 73.9%, and have the longest active winning streak in the Grey Cup game at 6. This team has a really long and storied history as well as a very healthy rivalry with the Hamilton Tiger Cats, who, coincidentally, began their history in 1869. Though they started as rugby teams, they slowly evolved to play football, and hopefully they will return to play after 2020 and be stronger than ever. It's truly amazing to me how fanatic people are about sports, though it's not much of a surprise. We thirst, we hunger for the competition, to watch our enemies be destroyed. So we have to settle for, that. But I know today we looked at a small cross-section of North America. I implore you, do your own research into this. It's fascinating. This is so small. This is so surface level. And what's important is that people keep looking into this and keep getting interested and keep fighting to see things they want to see. And we get the amazing moments that will be forever transcribed in the history books. Well, that was fun. So I just want to, let everyone know that there is an Enriching Your Brain Discord. And there might be a podcast coming. Who knows? More details to come. We're also on Twitter. Facebook is an evil entity that will one day take over the world, so we're not there yet. But I look forward to seeing you in the next one.